So the day started off with a little bit of a hiccup. Um, I had not planned on going. I basically just decided in the morning that, you know what, I'm just gonna take off. So I booked a flight, and unfortunately, Southwest they've changed their morning schedule. So there's no good flight that I can take unless if I take a really late afternoon flight. I mean a late morning. So the best in terms of timing was the American Air at 9:30 a.m. So I booked a flight at about 8:10, maybe 8:15, and I immediately went online to check in for the flight. And I'm gonna pop in the photo right here. I couldn't check in online. Well, what the heck? It's well over an hour. I'm so used to being able to book the flight online up to an hour before departure time for Southwest. And in this case, American let me book it, but I guess American's policy is you need to check in 2 hours before departure time if you want to do it online, and then 45 minutes before departure if you do it in the airport. I wasn't gonna make it, but I already booked it. I booked my parking, so I went, and I parked. I ran to the ticketing counter. There were about 6, 7 people in line. I told them, "I'm so sorry, my plane is already boarded, and I'm trying to get on. Can I get ahead of you?" And I said the same thing to each person. They all said, "Okay, go, go, go." So I went to the ticketing booth. And the lady says, "Oh no, I can't do it. The system won't let me." And I said, "Please, I know you guys can do a manual override, and can you please call somebody, check?" And after like a minute or two, she's like, "No, I just can't do it." And I was about to walk away, but I was like, "I'm here. We still have time." It was real quick. It was 9 a.m. So it's 30 minutes before departure, and I can make it, and I'm so used to it. This is why Southwest is great, right? Because I can check in online anytime, basically. I just have to book the ticket at least an hour before departure. And yeah, once in a while they'll say, I can't check in online, but they're very flexible. But unfortunately, I guess American is not like that. So I am gonna have to be careful about trying to book a last minute if I need to check in online like that. But anyway, so I was basically begging the lady, and then she called over. I guess he's the supervisor or somebody, and by this time it was like 9:12, and he said, "Run." He gave me the boarding pass, and so I ran. But I have clear and pre-check. Got through, and I made it. I wasn't even like the last one on board, but all those people, they were already there at the gate. So, but yeah. So yeah, that was a little bit of drama in the morning. If I couldn't make that flight, since I was already at the airport, I guess I would have booked the next available flight out on whether that was Southwest or something else. But I would have wasted like an hour and a half just sitting in the airport. So I made it, and then once I got on board, I emailed the host at Venetian to ask for a ride. And I'm gonna drop in a video here. Why? Because I had a marker to pay off. My last trip, I ended up, winning a little bit, but I didn't buy back the last marker because I didn't have time to take care of it. So I started the day off at Venetian, and then I'll let the actual video that I took on the day of play out here.
A few moments later.
So, starting the day off at Palazzo, had to pay back a marker. I owe 2,000 because last time I didn't have time to take care of it. I had like 3,000 something in hand, but I owe 2,000. Didn't want to take the time because I had to rush to the airport. So that's taken care of. So we have a fresh start. Plan today is to play a little bit here at Venetian Palazzo, but I'm not obligated to play here. I'm gonna walk over to the Wynn, see if I can get that filming going. So I'm gonna provide an update later. All right.
A few moments later.
Through gate D7, American Airlines flight
So
77 is ready for
here we are again.
Thank you.
I wish I had a little bit more time than I would hop on the bubble crabs, but can't do it today. Boarding started, and obviously I would want to hit the extremes, and I don't want to be held up trying to get paid out. So that's a good problem to have, right? But gotta go. Anyway, real quick recap. Bought it for 3,000 at Palazzo. Started off on the wrong foot, down 1,000 in like 2 rolls. But then I ended up having a great roll later. Hit the small with the quarter on it. Needed the yo in the 12, never got there, but good roll. Got me back to even. And then just kind of up and down, up and down. And I rolled the aces like 4 times during that roll. I'm just waiting for the crapless to open. So finally hopped over to the crapless. And of course, I'm not really hitting the extremes much, but yeah, I hit it enough. Had a decent roll, but yeah, after the initial, it just fizzled out. So lost 3,000 at Palazzo. I'm out of breath right now because I ran up the escalators. Still got it, but yeah, didn't need to run. I think my plane is still boarding here at a D9. But yeah, darn. So I made my way over to the Wynn, and again I checked. I asked about the filming. The pit boss called his boss, said no. And I emailed the PR person, and now her response is something totally different from what I had been seeing. So I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna follow up with her, shoot her an email from the plane, and yeah, I mean, I knew it sounded too good to be true, but it just sucks that, like, you know, her responses from the beginning were saying one thing, and then now she's like, oh, I'm gonna defer to, like, then why'd you tell me that from the beginning? So stupid. I mean, she could have just said, oh no, you know, we're not allowed to, and then I would have never tried. But anyway, so I was down 3,000 at the Palazzo. Bought in for 2,000 at the crapless table at the Wynn, and I had one decent roll. I caught a decent roll, but again, you know, the money comes and goes real fast at crapless. So I was down from my 2,000 buy-in to 1,300, and then on the way to the cashier, I decided, you know, there's an empty roulette table. Threw 1,100 out there, 100 per number times 11 numbers, and hit red 32. So that gave me a total of 3,800 in hand. So I'm plus 1,800 at the Wynn. So overall, down 1,200 for the day. Not ideal, but not terrible. You know, we can deal with that. But yeah, what's going on with the Wynn? Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. So I gotta figure things out. What's gonna happen? Yeah, I mean, people keep bringing up El Cortez. I mean, I've mentioned it here and there, but you know, I've been rejected from the El Cortez more than a year and a half ago when I initially reached out. It was just a generic denial. And then when I reached out earlier, or middle of 2024, once I started getting traction with the videos, I got the generic denial, but with the little added personal response saying, oh, your channel has, you know, videos taken, you know, hidden videos, you know, without permission. So for that reason, you know, we're not going to give you permission. So yeah, I know guys, there are tons of people putting out videos from El Cortez, but you know, I can't do that. So that's the way it goes. Alright, I'm gonna board the plane, get out of here. Today was a super short trip. Didn't quite, you know, make things happen like I wanted to. The most I had on a number was 500 on the 3 during that last little session at the Wynn. Yeah, and man, the most frustrating one was I had was playing with the Palazzo crapless. I had pressed the small because started hitting the tall side, 8, 9, 10, 11 before anything hit on the other side. So I pressed up the small, like from quarter to 50 to 75, eventually 100 before we started hitting the small side. And then I hit 2, 3, 4, 5. So we needed a 6 on the small side, 12 on the tall side, And I had 100 on the small, 50 on the all, and a quarter on the tall. And I'm rolling. And couldn't roll 6. Just hitting that 6 would have been 100 pays 3,000. Could not do it. What the hell? Some days it just goes that way. I mean, that ended up being still a great roll because I was hitting numbers, but yeah, missing a significant bonus because I couldn't roll the 6. Oh well. So, alright, time to go home, regroup, figure things out. I'll be back next week, so yeah, we'll see how things go.
A few moments later.
So, yeah, that was the trip earlier this week. And, I'm still working on contacting, different properties around Vegas to get filming permission. Because if I am going to film, I do want to film with permission. It's easier, and also, I'm in the middle of editing my session from Green Valley Ranch. The first time that I tried going live, I still recorded, aside from the live, I recorded like an hour worth of footage. So I'm going to be editing that for my next video. And yeah, there's some pretty good action there. And also just, looking through the videos, being able to have the camera out and know what I'm aiming the camera at. I mean, a lot of people complain, hey, we can't see anything. All we see is the chip rack or whatever. Give me a break, okay? If you knew the story, it's like I have a camera stuck in a pocket and it's kind of shooting blind. So you get what you get, okay? People aren't watching my videos for like cinematic quality or, anything else. It's just craps, straight action, actual gameplay, the real deal. I'm not practicing at home. I'm not playing on Crapsy. I'm not playing on Bubble Craps. If you want to see live action at the table, whether, there's going to be times when the camera is going to, flop around or, be pointing at the wrong area, but you can hear it, you can see enough of it to see that, that's how the game is being played. But if I could do it with permission, yes, it makes life so much easier. And having reviewed these footages, when I do have the camera in hand and I'm able to control it, it does produce a much better video. Yes, so that's what I want. If I'm gonna do it, I do want to go down that road. Unfortunately, it's not that easy, right? I mentioned Cortez. Everyone and their mama is getting, permission to film there, but I can't do it. There's the whole thing with Wynn, whatever. I did send a pretty lengthy email. I haven't received any response yet, but we'll see what happens with that. There is a hold for the station casinos for the Durango and GVR, all the properties. So I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not the only one though, because Bluff got the same response from them that they're putting things on hold. So it's not like I did something wrong, hopefully. They're just going through a transition and figuring things out. So hopefully that does come back and I'm allowed to film again. I'm waiting on a couple different responses. I do have permission at the Plaza, but their timing, they only have certain days and certain hours that are open. So it doesn't work for me. But the person that I'm in communication with, she did say that it's possible that their scheduling will open up. So I'm waiting on that. And I'm waiting to hear back from a couple different properties. So we'll see. But going through all this right now, it's also kind of reminding me like, if none of it works out, then what do I want to do? It is kind of fun, right, to do it. But I've been saying, like, the amount of time that I end up putting into these videos, it's a lot. And I do need to be a little smarter about how I'm spending my time these days. So yeah, there's a bunch of things going through my head. So doesn't mean I'm gonna stop playing, But yeah, I need to quickly figure out, how much time do I want to invest into, getting video footage and then putting them up. I definitely don't want to just put it up like as is, because personally I think that's super boring. But again, if I had the permission and I'm able to narrate the action clearly as it's happening, then perhaps that'll make life easier, minimize the amount of editing done. Just the fact that like I know that I have the camera trained on the table and I don't have to worry about people's faces showing up. That would save me like half the time that I spend, because I don't need to go through each video and blur out everything. So we'll see. Yeah, lots of things in the works. And even if I don't get anything new, I still I realize I'm sitting on quite a bit of material from last year. So I should still be able to put out a handful of full sessions. Yeah, it's gotten to a point where I'm forgetting when and where I played or what happened, and so and also which videos have actually gone through, edited, and posted. And my earlier videos used to be much shorter because I was only taking like the best role with the most action and putting it out there. And then once people started liking those and giving me feedback, it's like, oh, we want more, we want longer videos, we want to see it all, we don't want to just see the wins, we want to see the losses too. It's like, okay, then so I went back and then I started putting the full sessions as much as possible, with the clips that I do have. But then going back like that, and not everything's in chronological order, so I had a hard time keeping track of, okay, did I actually go through all of this day's footage already? Like, did I only use a part of it? Like, it's like, it's a mess. So, yeah. But, yeah, definitely I still have at least 6, 7, like, full days worth of footage that I've never touched. And then, yeah, some, random clips here and there. So, yeah, I'll figure it out. And hopefully there's enough good stuff out there that people will still enjoy watching and have fun. And like going through this GVR session, hey, I forgot. Like, overall that day I lost. But I lost most of it off the camera once the filming like time passed. And so I put the camera away. But whatever is on camera, there were actually some pretty good rolls with some good action. So yeah, hopefully I can get that done soon. On this past Wednesday when I was at Palazzo, I was mixing it up just a little bit. These days I'm less inclined to just go across at minimum. I'm starting off with basically like the 9 and 10 or 8, 9, 10, or I'm starting off with like 4 and 10 at 100 each, just to kind of jumpstart. Yeah, I'm just trying different things and then trying to pay attention to the dice, how they're landing, where they're landing. Again, am I seeing the number like that I want to see on at least one of them? Yeah. So next video, I will try to talk a little bit more about that, since I think there's, I don't want these, talking craps episodes to get too long. So I'll address some more stuff in the next one. So having gone through some of my past videos recently and looking at my most recent, and also looking at the chart, and I keep track of the wins and losses for the year, for this year 2025, I am still positive. I am still up a little over 10,000. But basically I'm up because I hit the ATS bonus. Twice for the big one. But I dumped, you guys already know. After the first time I hit with the 100 on the all, well, that day I hit the ATS twice, and that was a 29,000 profit in one day. 2 days later I dropped 22. And then over 3 trips, I gave it all back. What? And then I hit another 2 ATS bonuses on the same day. One of them for 100 on the all again. So that brought me back to life. But my overall, like, just sessions, I'm getting chipped away. So I'm staying afloat. I'm staying in the positive because of my big ATS hit. Had I not thrown out 100 on the ATS, I would probably be negative already. Yeah. Or maybe I would have played differently. Who knows? But, I mean, doesn't matter. I do always play for it. I do always play for the bonus. And then just hitting numbers, because obviously I'm pressing. I have exposure on the numbers as I'm playing. So that's my strategy. That is my game plan. The ATS is part of my craps, play. So yeah, but but you can't rely on it, right? It's a terrible bet. It's not likely to hit. I don't know about February, but January, I hit the ATS bonus 6 times. I'm only counting the all. I'm not counting for just hitting one side of it. But I hit it 6 times, and 5 of those 6 times I rolled them myself. I didn't hit as many in February, so I kind of forgot and didn't keep track. But yeah, that gave me a really good big head start for the year. But is it sustainable? I don't know. Maybe I can try targeting, trying to snipe the needed number, and just go for it. What I've been doing is just, not trying to hit it, except maybe on the come out once in a while. But, just let the dice come. Like, let them roll, let them hit. Let the numbers that hit, let them come and just pay me out that way. Also use regression to, take down my presses so that I can lock up profits once we're missing like 1 or 2 numbers from hitting the bonus. And right, that's been working. But there are also times when I'm not hitting the bonus, but but those numbers are continuing to hit. So the regression is hurting me because I would have earned just as much just leaving the bets out there. So I mean, it's a tough call. Like, hindsight is 20/20 all the time, of course. But it's like, okay, should I have left my bet up, or was I better off that I locked it up? So yeah, I need to give a little more thought to my betting strategy. Definitely, I think the wiser decision is to lock up profits, right? You don't go broke taking profits. But there's probably a better way to lock up some profits, but still have enough exposure out there so you're taking advantage of the continuing rolls. Yeah, something to think about, something to work on. Anyway, I don't want this episode to get too long, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, I've been on this whole like song generating kick, and I came up with a new song lyrics, and I really like the lyrics. But then the music genre style, it's hard to get it, just the way you want, right? Because this is AI just generating it from some input. So it's spitting out all these different, versions. Some of them, randomly have a mistake here and there, and I can't fix it. So I have like dozens and dozens of songs. So what I'm gonna do is just take the same set of lyrics and create a couple different versions and just put them all out there. And I just put one up that's gonna be releasing in a couple days. So hopefully you guys like it as much as I do. Maybe I'm just too much into it, but the lyrics basically tell my story. It's my day trip. It's the whole like ups and downs and whatnot. So I like it. I'm having fun. So hopefully you guys enjoy it too. All right. Thanks. Bye.
time ticket, Mercury climb. Dice flicker, shot calling, counting time. Parlay the horn, stack chips, book the win. Counting odds, pay the hard ways, I'm him. Hands high, dice in flight, ATS bonus. 9, 10, no 7 in sight, platinum status. Next shooter up, make it count, no doubt. Mind sharp, stay focused, no point 7 out. I am notorious VDT, feel the heat, rolling dice, ATS win so sweet. Felt the highs, seen the lows, 10 bands deep. Stack chips, secure the bag, no retreat. One more roll, one more spin, manifest destiny. Chasing that high, yelling mustard, it's insanity. Mind sharp, cuts checks, play the day walker. Monster roll, pay him, the day tripper. Locked in, all gas, no second guessing. Full press, line bets, no time for stressing. Chips down, rack check, premeditated action. Calculated precision, decision, chain reaction. Chess moves one step ahead, always striking. Read the board, know the odds, intuition firing. High stakes, strategic, fully committed. Master the game, fearless, keep it 100. Snake eyes, ace deuce, full parlay. Press extremes, buckshot, collect all day. No hesitation, yes motivation and full control. Hitting repeaters, book the win, bank roll swole. In the city of dreams, in city what's for real. Chasing gold, pockets flush, strong like steel. Day is over, cash out, planes in the sky. Jordans on feet, airport running, time to fly. I've seen winners turn to ghosts lost in the night. Stacked too high, thought they'd never lose sight. But Vegas don't love you, just loans you a dream. Take too much, it'll snatch back everything. A showtime is still chasing the high. Empty hands, but that hope won't die. Told myself, nah, that won't be me. But damn, that gambler's life still calling me. I am notorious VDT. Feel the heat, rolling dice, ATS win so sweet. Felt the highs, seen the lows, 10 bands deep. Stack chips, secure the bag, no retreat. One more roll, one more spin, it's topless. Joe reach time. Only the players do. Some walk away, some fade away, and some they stay till they got nothing left. Not me, though I know the game might take mine. And not leave until next time, until next time, until next time. Vegas doesn't change, man. Only the players do. Some walk away, some fade away, some they stay till they got nothing left.